Hi, I'm Jessica Gorlock.
And I'm Melissa Azarito.
And we are reporting to you from the studio at WMSD TV.
The school year has started, and that means traffic. Here's reporter Travis Newberry with the story.
A new year of school means getting adjusted to routines, seeing your friends again, meeting new teachers, and becoming a full-time student for another 180 days. But what if you hadn't technically been to school for a year and a half? The issues a school would normally face at the beginning of the year will be much more pronounced, and that's true for Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School after over a year of online school. Due to both an increase in student population and the readjustment to getting to school every day, traffic has been a large issue since the start of the year. Getting to and from campus often takes an exaggerated amount of time. In the morning, seniors enter the parking lot through here and here, with parents supposed to be waiting here to drop off their children in the car line. Many parents choose to use the turning lanes to drop off their children, like here and here, heavily disrupting traffic. Additionally, the senior lot is also backed up towards here. These morning issues, especially the misuse of the turning lanes, often frustrate teachers, students, and staff alike.
You should not be dropped off on the side of the road anywhere. You shouldn't be dropped off at Walmart. We just need to get through the lines faster.
It always takes me a really long time to get to school, so I always have to leave really early to get there, typically around 6:30, 6:45 to even get a spot in the parking lot, unless I want to be backed up and meet all the car line traffic.
Instead of dropping them off, in the afternoon parents are waiting to pick up their children from school, often resulting in more heavy traffic than the mornings. In the weeks following the start of the school year, administration and the Broward Sheriff's Office allocated an officer to direct cars leaving the senior lot. In the afternoon, seniors exit the parking lot through here and here, also here, with the police officers directing traffic here. Just like the morning, parents are supposed to wait here to pick up their children from car line. However, the problem that occurs daily is a two-lane road forming on Holmberg, with parents picking up their children here and ongoing traffic flowing through here. Additionally, parents choose to use turning lanes to pick up their children here and here, causing more disruption. In the afternoon, this intersection is heavily congested, with crosswalks being utilized, the school zone in place, and many cars trying to turn or go straight, forming an intense gridlock. Due to seniors, parents, and also buses leaving campus at the same time, and also parents stopping in the roads to pick up their children, many consider the afternoon to be more of a hassle than the morning.
I think it's worse than the morning because by the time you're leaving, that's when all the parents that are going to pick up their kids at Westglades come, so it's just double traffic because it's all on the same road, and they have two lanes in a one-lane street.
Everybody's just fighting to get out of each spot, and nobody lets anybody else go.
Traffic continues to be a large issue for students and staff to face daily. Only time will tell if the issue persists or drivers fall into routines that better alleviate the problem. For WMSD News, this is Travis Newberry.
Due to COVID, the Stoneman Douglas Eagles regiment has faced some obstacles, but nothing keeps it more alive than playing at the Douglas football games. Here's reporter Ava Nyland.
The Stoneman Douglas Eagle Regiment has faced many obstacles this year due to COVID, although one thing remains the same: Friday night football games. The excitement for these games remain high as the band members prepare to play music and hang out with their friends all night long.
So COVID has impacted band because we really haven't gotten as far as we want to in terms of our show being on the field. But during our football games, that's the time where we really get to know each other more, and having two classes that haven't really had marching band experience before, it gives them an opportunity to see what it's all about and get to know the rest of the regiment, so we really have a lot of fun.
Not having a freshman year really set me back, especially when it comes to my playing and my tone of percussion and stuff, because I'm a percussionist. So it really set me back. But going to the football games, it's just I'm having better chemistry with everybody that I know, and it's just getting better because this whole world's it's not doing good right now, and going to football games with people is just a lot better.
The band members are excited to finish out the rest of the season in the stands with their friends. This has been Ava Nyland from WMSD TV.
Hey, have you heard heard of one of the newest clubs at MSD?
No, I haven't. I heard there's a lot of new clubs coming out. Which one?
MSD has a new club called Thirst, and here's Thomas Williams to tell us more.
Our fellow students are helping stop the global water crisis. On September 23rd, MSD's newest club holds its first meeting. Their goal? To help with the global water crisis.
Thirst Club is a club about a nonprofit organization raising money for clean drinking water in Africa and Eswatini.
The Thirst Project was formed by teenagers back in 2008. Since then, the project has provided over 400,000 people
paying for all the stuff that nobody wanted to pay for. Our board is a group of 15 ballers who give crazy generously.
We initially tried to start it in 9th grade, and we did get it approved for 10th grade, but due to the pandemic and how school was shut down, we couldn't start it until this year in 11th.
Being interested by the cause, several Douglas students would attend the first meeting, each wondering what they could accomplish.
Yeah, the global water crisis is a big issue, and my friend started the club, so I wanted to learn more about it and what they want to do to help solve it.
But they alone can't do this. So to help the Thirst Project in pursuit of their goal, any Douglas student can now join the club.
Join Thirst Club.
Yeah, it's very fun, and you can get service hours, and it will definitely improve someone's day and an organization as a whole.
So spend a minute to consider their cause. And maybe one day, Douglas will build its very own well. This is Thomas G. Williams reporting for WMSD TV News.
When you came to campus first day of school, you may have noticed a difference. The garden in front of the school went through a beautification. Here's Emily Drellick with the details.
Project Grow Love was made by the Parkland community after the tragedy at Marjorie's Stone and Douglas. But when it became overgrown, the community came together to help revitalize it. And with this rain, it seems like it's going to last for a long time.
Members of the community, teachers, students, families, and friends gathered to help our garden flourish.
I'm a teacher here at Stone and Douglas, and I'm also live here in the city of Parkland, and I'm here to be a part of the community and to contribute to this amazing garden.
Well, I've been living here for 20 years, right up the street, and once I heard about this project, I just came on out a few years ago just to help weed now and then. But I'm so glad to see everybody here helping, and it was important for me to just help and lend a helping hand to my community.
Over the years, it has remained a strong symbol of hope to the community and has continued to honor the victims of our tragedy.
It was really hard for me to be here today. I don't really know. I didn't have a goal. My only goal is to honor the community, to honor the 17, most importantly to honor Joaquin.
The love put into the revival of the garden will hopefully continue when maintenance is needed.
I'm glad to see it being revitalized. Of course, it always is going to need maintenance, and I just hope that when called upon, the community will step up and weed it or mulch it or plant new flowers, whatever the case may be.
Because of the upkeep that the garden requires, many are optimistic for a permanent memorial provided by the city.
So there is a memorial committee that are working on a memorial. So those are still in discussions. It's still talking about how funds will get raised, where we can do something in land. So there is a discussion on a permanent memorial. Unfortunately, the process is not as fast as some would hope, but there is progress going forward.
The love and care the Parkland community has for each other truly bloomed with the rejuvenation of Project Grow Love. This is Emily Drellick reporting for WMSD TV News.
Douglas ROTC presented a unique way to honor those lost on the 9/11 tragedy. Here's Jacob Goldberg with more on the story.
It has been 20 years since the tragic events of September 11, 2001, and every year since then, the MSD JROTC Eagles Battalion has presented a ceremony to honor those who have lost their lives. In addition to honoring those who lost their lives during the tragic event, this ceremony also has a special significance as said by the senior Army instructor, Lieutenant Colonel Mark Anders.
Doing the ceremony every year is significant, especially now. None of the students were born or were alive when the 9/11 attacks happened. So a great way to ensure that we never forget the terrible events that happened on that day, is to hold ceremonies like the one we did, so we make sure that 2,977 lives lost aren't forgotten.
This year, there's a new change to this ceremony. This new addition was the playing of the national anthem during both lunches. During these presentations, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Chris Kroc and Cadet Captain Mason Wank played their electric guitars in their Class A uniform and really brought the spotlight on the entire ceremony. When asked how this idea got brought to him, the Colonel said,
So we got a lot of talent in JROTC, a lot of very sharp students, very smart and athletic. Come to find out, hey, we got a lot of musical talent in JROTC as well. And anytime we get a chance to showcase our skills to the school, we absolutely jump at every opportunity to get that.
In addition to those comments, Chris Kroc also had some input.
We both play guitar, and when we brought it up, we thought it would be a good idea to bring some excitement to it and showcase how cool ROTC is.
The combination of a ceremony and a concert really brings out high school spirit, even on something as dark and gruesome as the events of 9/11. But this is a really interesting way of making sure people will never forget what happened on that day.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
I'm Melissa Azarito.
I'm Jessica Gorlock, and we'll see you next time on WMSD TV.